This is the 2025 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Malt Experiment, Amber Ale. Thanks to our sponsors. 5 Star Chemicals. Check out their new online straight-to-consumer homebrew shop where you can buy everything from Star San and line cleaner to the new liquid PBW that can be used at temperatures as low as 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Check out their online store at 5starchemicals.com/home-brewing. Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store. A local homebrew shop in Danvers, Massachusetts. Order any malt they offer in any quantity you want, and if you order before 11 a.m., they'll package your items and ship out the very same day. Visit the store at www.beer-wine.com. Let's get tasting.
Hey guys, Matt here from Wrecked Brewery. Let's do another review. This is from the 2025 Brewtubers Malt Experiment, where all of us have brewed the same amber ale recipe. I'll put that card up here for you to check it out. And everybody added in their own specialty malt. This one's going to come from my buddy Billy from Gamn Brewing. He decided to use Melanoidin malt. I know there's a few maltsters out there. He didn't write down which one he used. I'm going to assume weyermann. That's a very popular one. So I'm going to go off of the stats that I know about from the weyermann Melanoidin. He used 4.6% of his grain bill of Melanoidin in here. Now he does do a 10 gallon batch, so he probably used more than most of us have that we're doing this in 5 gallon batches. So he put the percentage on there, which is pretty much well in line with what everybody has done. I've noticed of all the beers I've tried so far, they've all been right around that 4.5 to 5% of the amount that they've put into it, except for the Cinnamar. The Cinnamar that I did last was just a 2-ounce edition, but everybody else is kind of right around that 5%. So pretty similar. So this should really help with comparing these. Let's take a look at his label here. OG 1046, Final Gravity 1012 is a 4.5% ABV. Let's see, he brewed it on June the 18th and kegged it on July the 2nd. One thing I like about Billy's labels, he likes to put the tilt schedule on there so you can kind of see how the fermentation went. So that's pretty cool. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and let me just bring this close up just so you can see. I know I didn't do this with everybody else's, so I apologize. But just so you guys can get a good look at the label. Take a look at Billy's artwork here. I know a couple of guys they like to put the cans or the bottles on like a little pedestal and have it spin around. That's kind of a cool effect too. Maybe I'll do that next time. We'll see. We're a low budget here, so you have to bear with me. I thought it appropriate to go ahead and use Billy's glass. This is Gamn Brewing's pint glass, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. Let's talk about Melanoidin malt first real quick. One thing I like about it, and I use it a lot in my Munich Helles, and I've used it in a couple other beers, but what's nice about it is it sort of simulates a decoction mash. That's what I like most about it, so I'm too lazy to do that, so you can get away with Melanoidin giving a similar character. It's supposed to, by weyermann's website, also pronounce like a honey or a biscuit flavor, and also kind of intensify or stabilize the tasting profile in a beer. So that's what they're calling out in their website. Weyermann also says you can use theirs up to 20%. I don't know if I would use 20% of my grain bill with Melanoidin. I don't think I've ever gone that high. Heck, I don't think I've even gone to 10%. So it really just depends on what you're going after, I suppose. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have to note on the weyermann. Let's go ahead and crack into this and see what we got. Yeah, this was pretty well filled up to the top. Good thing it didn't foam out of the can. We would have had a little bit of a party foul. They use the nice big tall cans like I have, so there's a little bit left in the bottle there. It doesn't all quite fit in this glass. But look at that. You can't complain about that. That's a wonderful pour, look in the glass. Very, very nice. Let's get a close up here of the clarity. Take a look at that. You can see right through the kettles. Just a gorgeous looking beer. Very, very nice. All right, let's take a look at the appearance here. This is probably lighter, on the lighter side. This is probably closer to Sean's, I believe, with the honey malt. In fact, it's probably close to mine too. I think mine might have been a tad darker, only because the Carolina malt, I've noticed, runs a little bit darker than some of the other stuff. So The Carolina Malt's biscuit is a little bit darker than I think some other biscuits that I have. I believe it was like at a 20 SRM, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I don't know. I don't recall what the weyermann is, but of the Melanoidin, but you can see very nice light amber ale. I love that. That's a really nice, very nice looking beer there. Extremely clear, very well carbonated. You can see the bubbles streaming up through there very nicely. The head doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. It's kind of got a nice sort of pillowy off-white color to it. Nice tight bubbles. It's hanging around to the side of the glass. Well done, Billy. This is this definitely wins of all the ones I've had so far as the appearance goes. But that's not what we're judging here. We're trying to see whether or not the Melanoidin malt is something that I would prefer in an amber ale. So let's go ahead and find out. We're going to go ahead and in for aroma first. Yeah, it's got a nice pleasant smell to it. I would dare say it's probably more balanced. You know, kind of like what Kurt's was in the aroma and what Sean's was. Very balanced scent on this. Definitely picking up a lot of the malt character in this. Getting a little bit of that sort of biscuity, honey-like aroma on this. And so that, you know, in that regard, it is very similar to Sean's. You know, mine, when I smelled mine, it was definitely more of a sweet note. This one doesn't quite have that, so that's very pleasant. Not getting any hops, don't expect to, because this is a malt forward recipe. Yeah, not a whole lot more I can say about this. This is a very nice, clean, balanced, well, amber ale. I mean, hell, that's basically what this is, right? So why beat around the bush? Very nice. All right, let's go in for a taste. Cheers. That's very good. It's very good. Yeah, and you're getting a lot of that in the taste. You're certainly getting the notes of the honey. You're getting the notes of the biscuity taste to this, the breadiness of that. You're getting that in this. It's very well done. Not over the top at all. It just kind of blends right in there nicely with that amber ale recipe. My fermenter just kicked off. I don't know if you guys could hear that in the background. I'm actually currently force carbonating the Tipsy Smurf. I brewed up my blueberry sour. So hopefully later today, I'm going to take that off the gas and take a pour and see if it's carbonated enough, because I can't wait to drink that one. This one is very nice, Billy. Well done. And I really think that the amber ale recipe that Kurt and Nick had put together, I think they purposely left some room for us to add in, or even sort of amplify some of the malts that were already in there. I know there's biscuit in that recipe already, so that's why I added more biscuit, just to see what that would do. So they left us some room to kind of play around. Excuse me. Very nicely carbonated. Yeah, so the same thing with this one. So putting in 4.6, almost 5% of melanoidin into this to enhance a little bit more of the biscuity, more of the honey aspects of this beer works really well. This is very nice. I wouldn't change a thing with this. I mean, some of them, you know, that I've had before, I was thinking about things I may change. Maybe they were a little too toasty, a little too roasty, a little too sweet, you know, that sort of thing. This one's perfect. Very nice. It's exactly what I would expect out of an amber ale. So there you go. I think I just kind of gave away at the rating here, but hang on a second. Yeah, just had to be sure. This is going to be number one. So Kurt was short-lived in his number one spot. This is now going to be number one. Push Kurt down to number two. That makes me number three, and so on. Yeah, for what I'm looking for out of an amber ale, this is very clean. This is well balanced. It's got just the right amount of additional notes of the things you're looking for. I like how it has a little bit more of the biscuit, a little bit more of the honey taste in here, but not over the top. It's not too sweet. You know, again, not picking up really any of the hops. This is supposed to be a malt forward beer, which I love malt forward beers. So this works out really well for me. So All right, I'm going to leave it there. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors, 5-Star Chemicals for keeping our brewery nice, clean, and sanitary, and to Beer and Wine Hobby, our homebrew store of the club, and where we all got our ingredients. So thank you both for helping us provide for this experiment. And come join us, brewtubers.com. You can do fun experiments like this, and we'll see you on the next review. So cheers, take care.